This is Meltdown Live, presented by MyBookie.ag. Use code NEXTROUND at MyBookie.ag for double your initial deposit. You sign on to make a deposit, they double it with code NEXTROUND at MyBookie.ag. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere. MyBookie.ag.
Welcome into the Meltdown. Thrilled to have you on board with us for the next hour or so here on the channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell, which will let you know when we go live. We always enjoy spending time with you right here, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. Very excited to be back here in the Culver studio. Want to remind you about MyBookie.ag's current sign-up bonus. 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000 plus a $10 casino chip when using the code NEXTROUND. All one word there, NEXTROUND. Make sure you use that when you sign up at MyBookie.ag. I am Tim Melton. Joining me here in studio is Tyler Lionel Johns. Tyler, how are you, man?
Oh, I'm full and I'm happy and I'm relaxed and
Same.
I could just kick back and watch a movie, which I will after the show because Mickey 17 has its Thursday night previews tonight.
We'll be talking about that for sure. It will be our main topic today, but first we have to get into what our life looks like because a little bit of a different type of vibe today on the show. I feel like I've been drugged a little bit. I'm a little bit out of it.
You have.
Like, you guys may be hearing me speaking normally, but in my head, I am speaking like a large mammal that's been hit with a tranquilizer dart. And that's what I'm hearing in my ears. Because we're doing our jobs. We're up here working with the next round. And we get this text from our good buddy, show contributor, Brian Pavlik, at a local Chinese place here in town. Has a great lunch buffet. And me and Tyler have been going back and forth on lunch today. I brought my own lunch.
PB&J.
PB&J. I brought my own lunch, so I didn't need lunch, but Tyler, he was feeling adventurous. But Pavlik really set things in motion because once we both saw his experience at this buffet, we started sort of jonesing a little bit. We started
Elevated.
really thinking about the possibilities of we need to hit that up sometime soon. And then soon became, how about we go right now? Because what kind of life are you living if you're not following your dreams and your passions,
Yeah.
So EG actually walked in while we're sort of spitballing.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, hey guys, what's the potential for lunch? And I'm like,
I mean,
That
that's
makes
accurate.
sense.
That's
That
accurate.
is so not.
so you say that I say yes when I don't, but I go, hey guys, what's the potential for lunch? And you act like that's something way out of the chance of possibility of happening?
I don't act like you say Rosh Hashanah. It's just fun to say Rosh Hashanah in that voice.
But you mock me,
Yeah,
saying
when you
that
say Rosh.
that's not the way I say it.
Okay.
Anyway, the point I'm getting to is this. We wanted to eat this Chinese buffet because Brian Pavlik put it in our heads that this is the way to live life. And we look at Brian Pavlik as a hero of ours. And we also wanted to impress him. So we got in the car and I forced Tyler to ride with me in the car.
You did. That was a little
It was aggressive.
it was.
I agree. It was almost like I was kidnapping
Yeah.
him. But
Little bit.
I told Tyler can't think of a more depressing thing than driving separately to this buffet and one of us getting there 5 minutes before the
I mean,
others.
that would be really uncomfortable.
It'd be really sad.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable is not the word. Sad would be the word.
But it would be awkward.
It would be. So I forced him to get into my paddy wagon and we listened to A Millie by Lil Wayne.
Oh, really?
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
a true story. We did roll up to the Chinese buffet with a Millie blasting.
That is correct.
Blasting.
Yeah.
Tim upgraded his sound system.
Yeah.
He tested it out.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Couple
had
songs.
some tunes going. What I thought was great, it was the Poker Club playlist. What I thought was great was when we were leaving, this is kind of jumping ahead, but when we were leaving, I get in and Green Day's Time of Your Life starts playing.
Oh,
And I was getting a little
a
misty-eyed
little emotional.
because me and Lionel are sitting there, main gun and shotgun.
Yeah.
We're sitting there and we're listening to Green Day Time of Your Life. I hope you had the time of your life. And I'm like, did have the time of my life, Green Day. And I'm feeling emotional. I feel like
You're in a food
we
coma.
bonded. I'm in a food coma. I've had way too many trips. Tyler had one very efficient, sufficient trip. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, can you share what was on your plate?
So I started off little bed of fried rice. I overdid it with the fried rice, admittedly. But I went beef and broccoli. That's my go-to whenever I go to a Chinese place.
Was the beef, like, seared or was it, like, slimy?
It wasn't slimy. I don't know if it was necessarily seared, but it was
Was it,
tasty.
like, boiled? Did it look boiled or
I
did it
don't
look
know how they cooked it, EG. I just ate it.
was it good?
It was delicious.
Okay.
I say we go ahead. Let's throw the photo. Have we already
So
thrown the photo up? Let's throw the photo
not
up.
not yet. EG asked me about my plate.
Yeah.
I had the beef and broccoli, and then I also noticed that, maybe 3, 4 spots away from the fried catfish is
What?
just had to get your reaction to that.
It looks
Uh,
great. The
it
fried
it
catfish
it
looks
it
great.
was tempting, but
I just didn't have the proper sauce to dip it in.
Fried catfish with Chinese food? That sounds
I'm telling you, it looked amazing, EG. I don't care how much you judge.
I'm not
Okay?
judging. I'd like to attend next
There
time.
are some things in America that should remain forever, and this buffet is one of them. But anyway, continue.
so a few spots away from the fried catfish are these delicious looking sauteed mushrooms. And I'm like, oh, well, give me some of that. I scooped a bunch of those on my plate. And then I'm making my rounds and I notice they have crab rangoon. And I said, I can get unlimited crab rangoon. It's all you can eat. I can just stack them on my plate. So I stacked about 10 of them on my plate. And yeah, that plate it did me in. I feel like I'm in some sort of psychedelic experience
yeah.
from
Probably the mushrooms.
from the rangoon
Feel like I've been
and the sauteed mushrooms.
feel like I've been hanging out in the production suite, if you know what I mean. And let me tell you, I am on cloud nine right now. It's a really great experience, but this is the story behind this photo that we're about to show. We've just listened to Lil Wayne's "A Milli" pulling up to the spot. Tons of work trucks out there, so you know there's like a bunch of construction heavies in there, like just gorging as much as they can, and it's like we're in the right spot, right? Like bearded.
No, that's how you know you're in a good spot. You're gonna get the most bang for your buck you possibly can in that area.
You walk into a lunch spot and you see a bunch of people in multicolored vests that are like very much "Don't hit me, I'm on the side of the road."
Yeah, neon colored long sleeve t-shirts.
Come on now. Just you're in the right spot. So we're in there, and Tyler and I are, I don't want to say an odd pairing walking in, but I'm 9 foot tall,
Yeah.
and he looks like somebody I checked out of high school.
Yes.
And we're in there, and you know, we're loading up on some food, some
You're
good food.
telling this story so well that, like, I'm actually getting jealous I wasn't there.
Oh, bull. That is
Yeah,
that is the
I
biggest.
don't believe it. I don't believe it. You
Okay,
mocked
no.
us.
I
You
I
mocked
did.
us.
I didn't mock. I
No.
disdainfully
You
looked at
mocked.
you, but
You
No.
mocked. You judged.
4
You
minutes.
doubted.
4 minutes and 19 seconds ago, when we said catfish, you went, so don't do this whole, I wish I'd been there. And I would have gotten a to-go plate. Anyway, don't stop. Okay?
I'm not kidding. I think that would have been a lovely experience, but
Mm-mm. It would have been. And we invited you how many times before as you openly mocked us on this way to go do this?
openly mock you.
Oh, EG.
Don't get on this podcast and start lying.
EG.
Mock.
Come
We-
on now.
We had walked out. We were in the clear, and you came back out in the hall to mock us again.
I was on my way to the restroom.
I know we joked that you're a spy, but I couldn't imagine this level of deceit on the podcast.
We both experienced it. It was traumatizing for us when we were in the building, but when we got in the car, I think it connected us further. And we were more bonded because and the whole time, all we did was talk about how you had messed up by not coming on this field trip.
So what I should be hearing is thank you because I made your experience better.
Man, you twist and turn things like nobody I've ever seen. Anyway, long story short, too late. We get out of the car, a milli is going, right? A million here, a million there. Yes. And we're getting out of the car, right? Me and Tyler walking in there like a bunch of badasses. Okay? We're walking in. We're got pumped up kicks and we're walking in. And I'm like, I want to document this. I want to take a photo. Okay. And at the moment I hit the
Shutter.
capture moment, Tyler looks around and gives me the perfect look. And I want to frame this and I want to hang it. I want this in a gallery somewhere because it's a perfect. And Tyler didn't pose for this. It was a complete accident.
I need to see it again.
It looks as if Tyler had posed perfectly with like a look over the shoulder, like he was a, an SI model.
It's like I was hitting Tim with the blue steel.
Correct.
And I had no idea you even were taking a picture. I was more just like, wait, there's no shade. What happened to Tim? Was he right behind me?
That's exactly what happened. And when I took the photo, you then realized you were in the middle of the road and there were cars coming and you ran out of the road.
Yeah.
Back towards me, not towards the
Wow.
restaurant, back towards me, which I thought was
Wow.
that's a sign of
That is.
true friendship. So here's the photo and look at this thing. It's just beautiful.
Majestic.
Tyler just popping up in there. And it created a memory and a moment that we have to thank Brian Pavlik for. Can you see my reflection in the glass of the restaurant? I don't think you can. But like,
Yeah, you can just to the right. That first window on the right past the little pillar. I see you.
imagine this. You're a proud Meltdonian and you just happen to be eating at Mr. Wang's today. And then we walk in. That would be a weird experience.
That would be
wouldn't
a
it?
really strange experience.
That would be strange. But we went in there and we tore that bad boy up. And let me tell you, it was legit. There was a Chinese woman in the corner asleep, an older woman.
It was a strange sight, not gonna lie.
Like, and I don't mean in the corner of the restaurant. I mean in the corner of the buffet.
Like posted up next to the Chinese donuts.
It made it made it that much more fun because it was like a game. It was like, don't wake her up while you're getting a plate. It's like hello
Are you
neighbor or
sure
whatever.
she was sleeping?
Oh, she was asleep. I think.
I know
She
that's-
woke up when I went back to the dessert table. She was awake.
Did you clang the plates? You're not supposed to wake her up. Did you clang the plates?
No, I ended up not grabbing anything. I was looking at the Chinese donuts and I was like, I can't eat them.
Did they have green tea ice cream? Did you notice?
No, they had vanilla.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm
Green tea ice cream.
I'm telling you that you missed out, EG.
And I tried to explain that, but I was met with
Because on air, you're playing the whole I'm one of you guys. But off air, you're judging all of our life choices very personally.
when that was thrown out there, you're very correct. I was like, no way. I'm not no, thank you.
Yep.
But after hearing about your time, I will attend next time.
Yep. Anyway, we had a great time. I have a great photo that will last. We need to get it framed and put in the
Studio?
Are you good at framing photos and stuff?
Yeah, I have a frame guy.
You have a frame guy?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He frames all the stuff.
But like privately? Like you have like somebody who does this?
In his basement, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Can you
I can work on that.
work on that?
Yeah, I
I
can.
want this photo of Tyler framed in the studio.
I can do that.
That'd be really great. Actually, I want it right under the Anchorman, like hanging right under the Anchorman
We
poster
could
behind
totally
him.
get
You know what I
that.
mean?
Oh yeah.
Like it's a perfect cutout
It
for
is.
that photo. If Tyler's okay with that.
5x7?
Are you okay with that?
Maybe on a different part of the room.
Oh,
Like, I mean,
Tyler.
I don't know.
This is art. Okay?
It's kind of weird to put a picture of me next to me.
It's not. It's not. It's weird to put it
Well,
behind Tim.
No, it's not because then Tim, I'm with Tim everywhere he goes.
Mm,
I think here's our problem, Tyler. I think I love you more than you love me. It's like, reverse
Whoa.
Barney.
I don't know how to respond to this.
I think I love you more than you love me. Because I want this photo. I want to be able to see it every day.
Yeah.
That was the main thing.
Oh,
But you know what? We'll just put it on a shelf somewhere.
Yeah,
It'll collect
collect
dust.
dust.
It's fine.
Giant in the peach.
It's fine. It's fine. But no, we had a wonderful time. The donuts were great. Everything was fun. And it really did create a lot of excitement. So I'm glad we went and did that. And now I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that I don't know what to do with because I'm too stuffed to eat it. But I think I'm going to save it for tomorrow's show.
You should.
EG turned her nose up at that.
I did not.
Yeah. Here's what we'll do. Tomorrow is Mystery Box Day.
So excited.
So here's what we're going to do. In the chat, throw out one movie. Everybody in the chat, throw out one movie you think is going to be in tomorrow's mystery box. And if it shows up in the mystery box, I will down a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I love that.
A day-old peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the show as soon as we unbox it. I will scarf down the
Yeah.
PB&J, but you got to name one movie that you think is in the mystery box.
Can we name ours? Can we go ahead and say what we think will be in there
Y'all think about it,
Okay.
sleep on it, and we'll do it
tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All
Big
right.
day.
Hey, what's the latest on the apartment fiasco? Anything?
Yeah, I called the police. So I did confirm that in the state of Alabama, just as word to the wise and to whom may be watching, that if you steal something that's worth over $500, it turns into a third-degree misdemeanor, which in return is a felony, making you a felon. So I actually found it on Facebook Marketplace.
Your item?
My item on Facebook Marketplace in Tuscaloosa. Yep.
Have you set up a sting operation?
Yeah, we're working on it. So I have to get the serial
Tell anybody. Why did you tell everybody?
watching.
We're setting up a sting. We're gonna get you. We got the element of surprise.
We're working on it because they don't have the only thing that is holding up right now is that the colorway that I was sent has not been released. And so there was no way for this person to have that Dyson.
I mean, I still feel you're giving too much information here. You don't want to give
Nah.
anybody a leg up. You want to get the criminal.
I trust our Meltdonians.
Okay.
So, and if not,
But yet you don't trust the catfish on the Chinese buffet. Now that seems wrong.
I trust
Anyway.
our
There's some
loyal
good-looking
Meltdonians.
catfish.
It was good.
Anywho, my police report has been filed. I will go pick it up tomorrow at the latest. But because it's now been elevated to a felony, it immediately goes to the front of the police report pile. So it'll either fall under internet crimes and or just theft in general.
Mm.
Since the crime was committed in Birmingham, there's no problem working with like the Tuscaloosa department, and sometimes they interchange. So I'm really anxious, looking forward to it, and I'm still waiting on video footage. I don't think I'm gonna get my Dyson back, but someone will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
Oh, let me say again, don't mess with EG. I've tried to tell everybody this. The poker club, they're just now starting to understand it. Don't mess with EG.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Okay, let's get into our main topic today, and that is Mickey 17. By the way, keep those rolling in, those guesses of what's in the mystery box. One movie per person. If you guess correctly, I will down a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that's a day old tomorrow on the show. Okay. Mickey 17. We need to have some tough conversations here. Tyler, this was on your top 10 most anticipated list.
Yes.
When I see all the trailers and marketing for Mickey 17, there's something that always comes to mind. This is a movie made for Tyler. Tyler's going to love this movie. This is Tyler all over it. This could end up, it legitimately could end up as your favorite movie of the year.
Potentially. There's potential.
Your
That's what
favorite,
you would say. Potential.
your favorite movie of the year came out a year ago, around this time a year ago.
Sing Sing?
Dune Part
Oh.
2. How many Meltdown episodes have you been a part of? No, I'm just
But Sing Sing was one of
Sing
them.
Sing was
Sing
one of them.
Sing was
That's right.
one.
I'm being unfair.
No,
The other
it's
times
okay.
I've been completely fair.
You have.
That one a little unfair. Dune-
That's just a little extra for like you mocking us for
Oh my
our lunch
gosh.
choice today.
Yeah, you not
Call
only
away
mocked us,
ambulance.
you actually kind of mocked Brian Pavlik, and I thought you liked Brian Pavlik. And
I love Brian Pavlik.
but you questioned his life choices. That's what you did today.
That's what a good friend does.
I disagree. Anyway, Mickey 17, one of your most anticipated movies of the year. This is from Bong Joon-ho, director of Parasite, won Best
Yes.
Director, won Best Picture, all that. So there's a lot of acclaim coming in here. He had his pick of the litter to do what he wanted to do, and he decided he was going to do original sci-fi.
Mhm.
Now, I've heard people like EG say they don't go to as many movies because there's nothing original anymore. Just
Mhm.
want something original. I hear a bunch of people who don't go to the movies say they don't make original movies. I'm not going because it's all just sequels and prequels and trilogies and requels and all this stuff. And I want original content. So I'm not going. I've always called those people dirty liars
It's
because
true.
those people complain that there's no original stuff. But when original stuff gets released,
It's
They don't go
weird.
see it.
they don't go see it. So they just play the whole like, oh, I don't go because it's not original. But when original stuff comes out, they then still sit
Yeah,
at home.
I only want original content in the theaters, but not saying this is UEG, but for a lot of them, like if you ask them what the last 5 movies they went to see in the theater, it'll be like Marvel movies. It's just like, well, you're not even really supporting film.
Guys, the top 15 grossing movies of last year, maybe even more than that, but at least the top 15 were all existing IP
Mm.
that ended up getting a sequel or ended up getting an adaptation or ended up getting it was something that was common knowledge. Original content. There are a bunch of audience members who say they crave it, but then when it gets out there, they don't support it. And I think that's going to be the case with Mickey 17.
Mm.
Now, that does not say anything about what I think the quality of the film will be. It has been a little bit divisive.
That's what I was gonna get into. Thematically, I think it is divisive. And there's going to be a bunch of people that don't go see it just so they can say they didn't go see it and, made some kind of stand against the movie.
That is correct.
And then
That's with every major release.
but that's with every major release. And there's going to be some people, grifting online, like with every major release, saying the movie's this and that and the other. And, at best, they probably watched the 2 trailers.
That's correct. So it's going to be a situation where this movie costs a lot of money to make.
Mhm.
And I don't think they're going to see those returns
Nope.
because not only is it an original movie, it's an original sci-fi movie.
Mhm.
Sci-fi movies, no matter how critically acclaimed they are already a tough sell to the general public.
Mhm.
This is also an original sci-fi movie that's rated R.
Yes.
So let's be
That is
realistic here.
also political.
Does this movie make more or less than $17.5 million? I picked 17.5 because it's Mickey 17.
Oh,
Opening weekend. So that includes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
7 what's it projected at?
Right now, it's projected anywhere from like 15 to 20.
Oh, well, good pick on that 17.5 then.
It went. It's shifted from like mid to upper teens to now in the 20 range, but it could. I mean, it could go either way.
I'm gonna say yes, but barely.
Going to make more than 17.5 million,
Yeah.
but barely. I do think closer to 20 is a safer bet, but I wouldn't be shocked if this thing makes less than $20 million its opening weekend.
I wouldn't be shocked
And
either.
here's the sad part. There's literally no competition.
Oh,
Like,
that's correct. Yeah, there's 8 movies coming out this weekend, and I'm willing to bet Mickey 17 is the only one that the general audience has even heard of,
yeah,
or that it has the best chance of being.
it's got Robert Pattinson in it.
Mhm.
I obviously adore what Robert Pattinson did in The Batman.
Mhm.
I love his take on that character. However, not proven to be a commercial draw for audiences, mainly because of the titles he's chosen. Like, he's intentionally chosen
Oh, yeah.
smaller budget art house films. Like The Lighthouse. People who have seen The Lighthouse love The Lighthouse. But most people haven't seen The Lighthouse. Not a very commercially successful film.
I mean, try selling The Lighthouse to somebody.
Correct.
That is a weird movie. And
So sell Mickey 17 to people.
it is if you've ever seen one of Robert Pattinson's weird movies where he is establishing himself as a fantastic actor, you'll like this movie probably. I also
It's a small group of people.
yeah, it's a very small group of people, but growing every day.
That's true.
Yeah, this is a hard sell. You can't really pull the Dune crowd in on this movie because this seems like it'll have a lot less action and a lot more comedy instead of
Yeah.
the action route Dune goes. I don't think you can pull the Star Wars crowd in on it. It's a very tough sell because it's a political sci-fi that has no action, and the comedy may or may not land for you.
And once again, if you're just joining us, Tyler hasn't seen the movie yet. He's going to see the movie, and we'll talk about it more probably next week because I want to probably go see it Monday. But we're going to get a chance to talk about this in full non-spoiler fashion here on the live show. But what Tyler's sort of talking about here is definitely what the rumblings have been about Mickey 17. E.g., here's the tough part.
Okay.
The movie cost $118 million to make.
It's a lot of Chinese buffet trips.
That is correct.
It's a lot of Rangoon.
That is correct. That's before marketing advertising, all of that. So that's going to be way more money. It's projected that it needs to make between 240 and $300 million worldwide in order to break even.
Oh, Lord.
So if it's only making $20 million opening weekend, there will not be another weekend where it makes more than that. So let's just say it goes 20, 15, 10, 5. Add that up for me. 35, 45, $50 million,
You're
you know?
short 250 million?
Um, it's gonna have to have a huge China release. It's gonna have to have a huge now in Korea, it's
Eh,
slaying.
Oh, in Korea, I'm sure it's killing. Everybody is wanting to support Bong Joon-ho
Mhm.
and make a push for this to win Best International Film. Or I guess it can't win Best International Film because it's in English, but I'm sure they'd like Bong Joon-ho to win another Best Directing award.
Yeah, and we'll see if this is one of those contenders. I don't know if that's the way they're gonna sort of frame this. It doesn't look like it's an awards contender in any way,
Oh,
just because not only the time and the date of the release, but the theme. I don't know. I need to see the movie, and I'll get a little bit more of a clear picture on that. But Parasite cost $11 million to make.
yeah. Well, the most expensive thing about Parasite was the house.
Completely correct. Two totally different scopes of film.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that Parasite was almost like a safe bet.
Oh yeah.
Cost $11 million to make, ended up going on having a wonderful awards run. It is a very quality movie. I did prefer 1917 that year, but Parasite is a very quality movie. And it made $46 million in profit. We're talking about in pure profit, that movie made $46 million. It's a great number. It's why Bong Joon-ho has the chance now to do a movie like this over $100 million budget. And we'll see exactly how much money it rakes in opening weekend, but I'm not optimistic. I don't think it's going to do great.
I don't think it'll perform well in China either,
Yeah.
assuming how wide of a release it gets in there. I would assume that a story about government corruption wouldn't be able to have a very big release over there.
You know what else? If you are excited about it, but you're watching your budget, you're also staying at home because you're just like, if I don't go out and support it, it'll be on digital quicker and I can watch it that way.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're absolutely encouraged to not go to the movies and support anything these days.
Yeah. So this movie has a lot working against it.
Oh yeah.
A lot working against it. And I don't think it's got like a social media buzz, you know?
Not really. I
Like
haven't seen much of anything about it.
no.
On
Rotten
social
Tomatoes
media anyway. Rotten
doing
Tomatoes
all right.
is saying like
84% on Rotten Tomatoes currently.
okay, last I saw it was 89.
And it's dropped. It's
Mm,
dropped. And some of the top publications are sort of turning cold on it. Variety's turned
really?
cold on it. New York Post, I think, turned cold on it. There's a number of different groups that have said it misses the mark. But once again, I'm going to see it for myself, and hopefully it ends up being something I really enjoy. But I think this is a movie made for you, Tyler.
I
That
think so
you will
too.
love. If you don't love this movie, I'll be shocked. I mean,
I'll be shocked too.
if you don't love this movie, the movie has no chance of making money because it is made for you.
Yeah.
Made for you. You just got a chance to have the Criterion collection of Parasite, and you've been diving deep into that. And I would just think that you're going to be very excited to sit down in that theater chair and watch something that you genuinely get goosebumps over starting up.
Yes, I've got a ticket for a prime showing because I want the premium format. We haven't really gotten any other than Captain America. We haven't
No,
really gotten a big format release.
no,
Um, I can't remember if Wolfman was even a premium movie.
it was. I saw it in Prime,
I think I might have too.
but it was very forgettable. 2025 so far has been an awful year for film, and Mickey 17 has a chance to change that based on its quality. But I don't know how well it's going to do at the box office because it's a really tough sell. I think it's going to underperform, and we shall see for sure. I do want to get to an act of physicality here, a segment of physicality. I have a couple things to show off that I've picked up, and I'm really excited about this. I have not opened them.
Okay.
Casino Royale Steelbook.
No
Yeah,
way.
really, really excited about this one. This is my favorite James Bond movie ever made. Love Casino Royale. Poker movie. Second
Yep.
best poker movie I've ever seen. First being Molly's Game, second being Casino Royale. And when I saw this movie in 2006, I immediately knew it was amazing, and it's only grown in popularity since.
Yeah.
There was a stretch there from like 2009 to 2015 where nobody really talked about this movie. Like, legitimately, I had to convince people, go watch this movie, go watch this movie, go watch this movie. And since then, I mean, a lot of people are like, this is my favorite Bond movie. And I'm like, about time, everybody
Yeah.
woke up and realized I knew this was awesome the minute I saw it. I mean, this was a home run in 2006 when this movie came out. And I saw it down at the beach. It was in November of 2006. And I fell in love with this movie. And I got EG to watch it on her way to Canada.
Yep.
And I've been meaning, I have so many questions about your thoughts on this movie, but
Yeah.
like Mads Mikkelsen as Lashif in this, bad guy who cries blood,
Mm.
fantastic.
So
I mean,
good.
so
Menacing.
incredibly good. And he's one of the nicest guys in the world.
Really?
He is so kind, nice, warm-hearted. Like, he's one of my favorite actors, Mads Mikkelsen. He's up there. He's one of my favorites. There's a movie called A Promised Land with Mads Mikkelsen that I saw a year ago in theaters. I believe it's a Danish film, and he is incredible in it. It's in subtitles, but it's very much like The Patriot mixed with, it's really like kind of like The Patriot, like the Danish Patriot. It's really, really good, and I like it. But Casino Royale, Steelbook, it's kind of got, I don't want to hit that too hard because it may dent it, but love this movie. And, I couldn't have this thing sitting alone on the shelf.
Duh.
So I ended up adding Skyfall as well, a
We need to cross
Steelbook
it off.
edition of Skyfall. Is Skyfall up there?
Oh, it's Tyler's Corner,
It's
though.
Tyler's, yeah. Then we're
No,
gonna
we
save
can't.
that. He's got to get a copy of Skyfall for himself.
Eh, why does one of my spots get taken by a movie I haven't seen?
You
Well,
wanted
you
that
were
one.
here. No. Let me explain. You were here when we first started this whole thing, so you should recall this. But I asked you about which ones you wanted, and you came up with the 1, 2, 3, 4 up there. Okay, and I said one thing we got to do is if a copy of Skyfall
Goes
ever
to
comes out, it's got
Tyler.
to go to Tyler. And
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, okay. And then we threw it up there, and then now you're like, I don't want to waste my spot. You're not wasting your spot.
We added a spot.
We added a spot. You need to watch Skyfall, Tyler. It is like getting to the point where it's going to become required. You would love Skyfall if you gave it an honest shot. I can tell you're not happy about it. You're not happy about the ruling.
I'm
But you need to watch
I'm just
Skyfall.
looking at the corner. Like, I don't even get a
Tyler,
full
that
corner.
corner has been there for
Yeah,
2 months.
it
Yeah,
literally
I
has never
know,
changed.
I know, and I didn't like it then.
You
Oh my gosh.
okay? I can erase it all.
No, don't do that, EG. We are not going to lose our friendships today. Okay, we may lose a lot. We're not going to lose our friendships today. What do you have against Skyfall? That's what I want to know. Because you're so passionately being pushed towards it?
Partially that, and then also I'm just not that interested. Like, Casino Royale was solid, but
Yeah.
I'm not that excited to dig into more Bond, to be honest.
All right. Well,
Silent films are more intriguing to Lionel.
maybe
Silent films?
The animals crossing the road on their way to wherever.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised you remember that. Wow. Yeah, that film did not have any dialogue.
Yes.
somebody's about to get their teeth knocked out here in the studio. I don't know which one of us it's going to be and who's going to be doing the knocking, but I'll tell you where you need to go to be doing the replacing of those dentures, and that is our friends at Alabama Dental Associates. They will take good care of you there, located on Grants Mill Road. I'm looking forward to seeing the team here very soon. Yet again, head on over there to our mouth experts, Dr. Jeff, Dr. Brian, Dr. Nolan over at Alabama Dental Associates, providing you all sorts of services when it comes to staying on top of your dental health. You need to make sure that you're staying on top of those regular cleanings. Who knows, maybe after the pandemic, you got out of the routine. You need to get back in there and you know it needs to be done. You keep putting it off. Head on over to Alabama Dental Associates. They can provide you that preventative maintenance on your mouth that you so desperately need. That's what it's all about. They're at Alabama Dental. They're accepting new patients now and can help you feel at ease about all of your upcoming dental procedures. For more information or to make an appointment, call them 205-956-8977 or visit alabamadental.com, where they look forward to seeing you. There's a chance the meltdown may break up at some point. I don't like the energy in the room today. I don't like the energy in the room, and I feel like we're on the verge of a breakup.
I don't feel that.
Well, we definitely are on the verge of a breakup. because we have a meltdown
Yes.
countdown that's focused on breakups today. It was just a segue, EG. Don't be.
I
You
got
and Tyler
nervous.
looked at me very nervously.
Yeah.
No, I'm just talking about our meltdown countdown, which is
Yeah.
celebrity couples that EG doesn't have faith will stay together.
Yeah, I love this topic.
Good, because I needed you to make sure that you put everything into it, and I'm looking forward to seeing. How did you approach the list?
So it was interesting because I actually kind of had to look into what celebrity couples are still together. And as I was perusing this list, a few of these might surprise you guys. And I think my number 5 is going to receive pushback, specifically from Lionel over there. And I have reasons for each.
Okay.
Okay. Are we ready?
What did I do?
No. I think you're just not going to agree with this.
Okay,
But maybe
go for
not.
it.
Number 5, Zendaya, Tom Holland.
Oh, you're right.
Ooh,
You were
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Tyler's not going to agree with that.
Yeah, you're right. I thought you were going Kanye, and I was gonna be like, why would I even argue that? That like,
No.
of course, someone's gonna break up.
No.
But
Before we get to why EG put them on the list, Tyler, explain to us why maybe they don't belong on the list. Why do you believe this is true love?
I don't necessarily believe that. I just like the idea of Spider-Man and MJ being together.
So it's like the X Files. You want to believe.
Yeah, I want to believe, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm good.
Great
Great.
explanation.
Yeah, awesome.
That's the Chinese food that's taking my boy
Man,
down today.
my brain is just done. I am overdosing on
Hey.
MSG today.
Tyler, you take the rest of the day off. You're good.
I wish that were possible, Tim. I wish.
Zendaya and Tom Holland. I feel as though while they're a sweet couple now, I don't think it's sustainable long term. And this will be a Hollywood little it couple that's sweet, cute, but then they'll fizzle.
They've been together for a while. They've been talking long term.
Yeah.
There's rumors they're engaged, right?
There is
Yes,
rumors that they're secretly engaged, and that's partially due to how much Tom Holland's been talking about retirement and leaving acting and becoming a dad.
Yeah.
Just fully taking up the golf and barbecue lifestyle.
Yeah. This one would hurt people. It would shock people.
It would.
If
And
they
there's
broke
a
up.
lot of videos of Tom Holland visiting Zendaya's family as well.
There we go.
Number 4, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
See, right now they kind of need each other in order to fight this battle there with Justin Baldoni.
They do, but I think once the dust settles, a lot of veils have been torn back, if you will. And I think a lot of true colors are starting to blossom. And I think that this is going to be a rough patch. And once the dust settles and maybe they don't have the public claim that they once had and the public love, I feel like they could turn on each other.
Once they're made the villains, they could
Yeah.
end up being villainous towards each other. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a bad thought there. We're both digesting Chinese food. Let's move on to number 3.
I just
Bill-
don't even know who Blake Lively is, to be honest, even this far into the conversation. I know she's married to Ryan Reynolds, and that's
Oh,
about it.
Wait, you don't know her
You
as
mean
an
you
actress?
legitimately don't know who Blake Lively
No,
is?
like seriously, that wasn't like a joke.
Oh.
Like I really couldn't tell you what she's done,
No, it's-
other than the it ends.
Gossip Girl.
The Shallows.
Sister
In
of the
the
Traveling.
No, it's not.
Sister of the Traveling Pants.
Okay.
Gossip Girl is her biggest. What's that one where she's like the businesswoman and it's just an ad for Ryan Reynolds' gin company with Anna Kendrick?
Oh yeah. Something a favor. Something,
A Simple Favor.
simple favor, yeah.
Oh,
We workshopped that
we
one.
did. We
But
did.
when you said I don't even know who Blake Lively is, I thought you meant like as a person,
Yeah,
not like as
as
a
a-
figure.
Well, I don't know who she is as a person either, but I mean,
Wow.
I don't know her.
There you go.
Did not recognize her.
She's losing fans
And
fast.
she was in Green Lantern.
So, along with Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
how they met.
That's how they met. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, what a pull, EG. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Bill Belichick and girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's gonna I don't think it's gonna last long term for a couple reasons, but you think they break up before he's in the ground?
Yeah.
I-
Oh, I give it like 6 more months.
Why would he break up with her?
She's not breaking up with her.
Okay, why would she
She's
break up
breaking-
with him?
New and fresh. Move on.
How do you, but okay. Okay.
But then what was the
Football
play the
season.
entire time? Like, what was the point of any
True
of it?
love, Tyler.
No,
Oh, yeah.
the point of entry was you get a little famous, and then he enters college football. You didn't really sign up for that. You signed up for an NFL coach. College football is a lot more of a grind, a lot more time spent dealing with players and families and recruiting. And then she
Wow.
can hit the road and no love lost. He's entranced in football, and they both got what they want out of the deal. Good pub.
I feel like she wants marriage without any sort of
Prenuptial agreement.
correct. Right?
Mm.
I mean, I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but that is a song I would like
She
to listen to while driving to Mr. Wang's with
Yeah,
Tyler.
yeah. Yeah,
Time for money. Okay,
with that being said, I don't see them lasting much longer.
got it. Let's move on. One way or another, you're going to be right on that one.
Number 2, Kylie Jenner and Timothy
Chalamet?
Chalamet.
Yeah, I agree with this one 100%.
This one is so unique to me because I used to follow the Kardashian Jenner clan pretty closely, especially in high school. Since then, taking a few steps back, and
Shallow me. Sorry.
yeah, oh, is that Adam
Continue.
Sandler? What is-
Yeah.
yeah. And it's just they're a weird duo. They're weird. They're a weird duo. What do they talk about? He is so like theater kid. He's a theater kid, and she is Kylie Jenner. What commonalities do they have?
He's a theater kid, but he's got sports kid energy. Like he went on game
does,
day
and
and
killed it,
absolutely
crushed
destroyed.
it.
And he walks into any room and he's like the coolest kid in the
Beloved.
room.
He had a poker game. I meant to show you this. And what's his face? Toby Maguire was there.
Oh, Toby Maguire is like supposed to be like a really
Tyler,
good
we
poker
told you
player.
this. We told you this.
What? Okay.
It's
All
the
right.
it's
No, it
the
was
Chinese
Why are you
food.
getting so
No,
mad?
I was saying it was us that told you this with Molly's game.
Yeah. She is right, but also the approach is very much like, like I agree with both of you, but like let's just be friends.
We're
Uh,
friends.
But you're right.
I see Toby Maguire clips pop up on my feed all the time, but okay.
The audience may not have known that Toby Maguire is like a hardcore poker player.
Yes.
Super competitive.
And is based in Molly's game as the
Player X.
player X.
Yeah.
Anyways, all that to say, he had a poker game and he was there. And they photographed it. It was like a whole moment.
I would not want to play poker with Toby Maguire.
No, I would only want to play with Timothy. I cannot ever say his name.
Try.
Timothy Chalamet.
No. Try again.
Timothy Chalamet.
No, incorrect.
Timothy Chalet.
Let's go.
Chalamet.
So start from the
Timothy Chalamet.
Okay. It sounded like you had a golf ball in your mouth.
Yeah,
So-
it
How did that?
Timothy Chalamet.
That's how it's going to sound when I'm chomping down a PB&J because somebody's going to guess what movie's in the box.
Anyways, I don't know what to talk about. I don't think it's gonna last, and that I think it's just a good publicity moment for both of them to gain a little extra attention, if you will.
They looked very odd together at the Oscars. I feel like Travis Scott was a better pairing with Kylie because
Yeah, I can
I
see
feel
that.
like they're both just completely airheaded. And that's not meant to be mean. It's just I feel like Chalamet would have a lot deeper conversations than
Travis
Travis
Scott.
Scott. Yeah,
They do share 2 children together,
that's true.
Stormy and I don't know the other one's name. Just remember
Yeah,
Stormy.
I only remember Stormy.
Um, okay, number 1 on the list. I don't think you guys will be shocked by this. You guys know my stance. I think it's a publicity stunt. Allegedly, don't sue me, Tree Pain. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. It's not real. Allegedly. I don't buy it. It is too perfect and there's too much money involved for it to be fake or for it to be real.
How dare you? If that's not real, nothing is.
Oh,
No, I think it's a publicity stunt.
they're going to get married?
I don't know.
Because I think your list still works if they get married and then divorced shortly
Yeah.
after. It still works. So I mean, there's no expiration date on your list
No,
other than Bill Belichick.
no expiration date. However, I just I don't see it lasting. There's no way. There's no way once he's retired and she's done being in the public eye that they will have anything in common, in my opinion. I don't know either of them, and I do think an interesting aspect of all of this is how people really do get attached to these celebrities and these relationships, and they spend time, effort, and energy commenting about them and theorizing about them, and it's kinda weird.
For real though, real question here. Which one hurts people more? Is it Taylor and Travis breaking up, or is it Zendaya and Tom Holland breaking up?
I think it depends on the crowd. I think you would have the Swifties that'd be absolutely heartbroken, crying, wailing,
Would they be?
gnashing of the teeth.
Are you sure they wouldn't be like, "What did he do to her? We want vengeance," sort
Well,
of?
Or just be like, we got another album.
I think that it would be I guess there would be outrage. There would be upset, whether angry upset, like, "We're gonna kill him," which they're scary, or to be like, "Oh my gosh, no, like, this is so awful. What happened to our girl?" I think there'd be a lot of people cheering that on and being like, "Ha, ha, ha, another bad decision by Taylor Swift."
I think volume of reaction, easy Taylor Swift,
Yes,
Travis Kelce.
but genuine
But genuine
hurt
heartbreak, Tom
Zendaya
Holland
and
and
yeah,
Zendaya.
agreed.
Like,
Full stop.
it would crush people emotionally to see them break up because almost everybody's like,
Rooting for them.
they want to know that true love does
Yeah.
exist, especially in those circles.
Now, do you think that there will ever be another celebrity divorce as big as Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt?
So, yes, would be my answer, but I just don't know which. I mean,
Who?
are Travis and Taylor going to get married? Like, think about it. Every Taylor Swift split is in the top 50 of splits. Almost every one of them.
Yeah.
What
You
about
have
the
her get
Kanye and Kim divorce?
Oh, that made me sad. That made me really sad.
you have Taylor get married and then
Mhm.
split,
It'd be
and
awful.
it would be big. That
It'd be
would be
big.
real big.
But
And I'm not putting it past Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston somehow
get back
getting back
together.
together if Jennifer Aniston isn't actually with Barack Obama, which is a weird statement I didn't expect to say in 2025.
Yeah, I don't know. I went down that rabbit trail I was telling you of the Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Aniston. But do you feel as though Jennifer Aniston, in my opinion, I feel like she is more universally beloved than Taylor Swift is? And Brad Pitt,
No,
no?
no,
At the time, you don't think that Jennifer Aniston was more
no,
wow, interesting.
no. Taylor Swift has legions of fans that will do anything.
No, I'm not about fans, I'm talking about, like, all-encompassing the view. I don't think Jennifer Aniston has ever been polarizing at all, where Taylor Swift is
Okay.
I would agree with
So,
that.
yeah, but I think it's a null argument.
okay.
I think it's null and void because it doesn't the intensity of the reaction would trump that of Jennifer
Yeah.
Aniston no matter how much she's liked because the media landscape is different to
Taylor
where now
yeah.
everyone has a platform.
Right. No, exactly,
And
exactly.
before it was they went to the supermarket and bought magazines and cried in, while they got their,
Apples.
Go-Gurts that they're buying for their kids, and they're in their minivan, and their husband is out playing golf instead of being a father at home that can actually, like, do something to help around the
totally.
house,
Duh.
and there's, real problems there in the late 90s for some couples, but, no, I feel like now it would just absolutely demolish
And
that
yeah.
past, yes. I just don't feel like it's a fair I feel like I don't feel like
I
it's a fair
know.
comparison.
I don't know how to adequately explain what I'm trying to say, but I just feel like you're right.
I think the Jennifer Aniston Brad Pitt thing was more Zendaya Tom Holland
Yes, agreed,
than
agreed.
it would be like,
Yes.
we wouldn't see anything like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce breaking up if they were a married couple. We wouldn't see the
Yeah.
media frenzy would be
Insane.
which is why, if it's a true publicity stunt, they will get married.
Chad is
Because
saying Brad and Angelina was bigger than Brad and Jennifer.
I don't disagree. Because then you had kids involved,
Mhm.
and also it brought back up. It was like episode 2 when it was like season 2 of a really big hit show
Yeah.
because it brought back up the Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston stuff. So I don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah. Well, that's my list.
I love your list. I
Thank
really
you.
do. I
Anyone
think
I left off?
couples that just aren't to be believed. Um, for a long time, what would have been on this list for me was Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. Like, I
Yeah.
never bought that was going to last. Now, they ended up breaking up, right? Did they get back together?
That is a whole. That's a whole episode of the Meltdown
Okay.
Live. Like they're together one day, broken up the next. I think that they're having a kid, but she is also leaving him.
Shoot.
I don't know. There's weird stuff. They talk about doing blood rituals and all sorts of
Don't they-
crazy shenanigans.
There's one that should have been on the list, and if
Who?
this has been in the chat, I have not seen the chat, so I'm not stealing. It may be in the chat. Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel. I've never bought they're going to make it
Really?
long term. No, never bought. I think that they will eventually have a really nasty divorce. That's
It's a good
my
pull.
gut bet there,
It's a
but
good pull.
I don't really have any more that I would throw out that are like definite. But Justin Timberlake, Jessica Biel for sure.
Any from you, Tyler? Anyone that comes to mind?
None that I can really think of off the top of my head. Where I'm just like, yeah, I don't see that. I
Are
mean,
Justin and Haley Bieber set for life, you think? They've been through some ups and downs,
They
but they've stayed
have.
together.
They have. They have the baby now. I was considering putting them on there, but I feel like like they're not talked about enough anymore.
Mm.
I feel like the whole Selena, Justin, Haley drama was a couple years ago, and now it's kind of just like
Old news.
old news.
I want to get into some of these PB&J picks. I don't know if you've been looking, Tyler, or if you have them written down or anything, but really quick, we have Jason who says Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. So if that gets pulled from the mystery box,
ooh.
if I'm having to eat a PB&J over Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer, I'm going to be upset. Smuff says, due to the odds, he's going to predict 51st dates.
Smart.
I mean, that's a safe pull.
Gosh.
We were saying that off camera.
Smuff is too smart.
I think you're gonna
Um,
eat a PB and
I'm
J.
going to eat a PB&J. I'm going
Yeah.
to scarf that thing down.
Jay says hot shots.
Yep.
That'd be a good pull.
Yep. So we will see if I'm eating a PB&J on air after pulling one of these from the mystery box. Really hope you can join us again tomorrow, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. We will have a mystery box that will not be disgusting, hopefully, this time. That's the hope.
Oh, and we've got 2 more picks.
Okay.
So Nick says his son's pick is Cars,
Oh,
and
sweet.
Brian says he's going with The Machinist, and Hunter is going with 101 Dalmatians.
Haven't we gotten that one yet?
Hunter, are we going with the animated
or the
cartoon
live
or the
action?
Glenn Close classic? Like, you can't get both. You can't get both. You got to pick one lane and go with it.
And you've got to specify 101 Dalmatians or 102 Dalmatians.
Samuel says, what game are we playing? So I've made the deal that I have a stale PB&J, and if we end up unboxing in our mystery box, which is very heavy, by the way, I don't know how many movies are in there, very heavy, that if someone predicts it correctly, that one of the movies that comes out, I will then scarf down the PB&J on air. So
Gonna be entertaining.
we don't know. But we do need to write these down.
He's going with Tall Tale, The Unbelievable Adventures of Pecos Bill.
If that's in there.
That'd be a wild pull. Hunter is specifying the live action 101 Dalmatians.
Hunter, that is and I'm glad you picked that one. It's an extremely rare DVD. So if that ends up landing in there, I'll be really impressed because that one is actually tough to find these days.
Really?
The 101 Dalmatians with Glenn Close on DVD. Yeah, it goes for good money on eBay, actually.
Interesting.
Dang, I should have kept all my stuff. I definitely had that.
Oh, really?
I know I had it on VHS, but
Doesn't matter on VHS.
Oh,
DVD.
VHS doesn't matter. Okay.
DVD.
Dang it.
Anyway, so Hunter, you picked wrong there. Look at you with your fantasy castings, with your 101 Dalmatians. Be better, Hunter. That's how I'm going to end every show. Be better, Hunter. Is that good? I'm going to do that. Be better, Hunter. You can't even play King 9 right.
Oh my gosh.
It's the truth. I'm sorry. I hate to tell the truth all the time, but that's who I am. One thing that I also want to tell you about, that's our good friends there at MyBookie, our title sponsor at mybookie.ag. Make sure you head on over there. Use promo code NEXTROUND. That's going to get you a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's an incredible deal. You also get a $10 casino chip that you can play there at MyBookie at mybookie.ag. Can't play poker there yet. I hope one day,
One day.
maybe in this country, one day we can play a little bit of online poker there. I'm a big poker fanatic. You got a deck of cards in your hand right now? You've been shuffling throughout this entire show.
I have been.
You got the poker bug.
I do.
Casino Royale also helped aid to the poker bug, I believe.
Yes, for
So,
sure. For
there
sure.
we go. I'm going to watch that on my 4K Steelbook. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow here on the Meltdown Mystery Box Friday. Looking forward to it. We're going to write down all your selections there for the Mystery Box. Will I be eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? We will see. Tomorrow here live on the Meltdown. Make sure make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. We'll see you then.